Happy Crafter Day today, you guys, and happy day 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. We only have 2 days left to go. I hope that you have been enjoying the Crafty Christmas gifts, you guys. Today has a lot of moving parts. And you guys, but Sirius Clark, and I have my light necklace on, you guys. I just thought it was fun. Oh, now, do you guys need a rundown of the list? Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay, do you guys need a rundown of the list? Reminder, the 12 Days of Crafty Christmas Gifts has its own playlist. Be sure, you guys, and check that out because there are 9 other amazing ideas there, step by step, walk you through the whole entire thing. Today, though, today, welcome to the 12 Days of Crafty Christmas Gifts here on the Whispers and Ink channel. And I have a huge menagerie of things here, you guys. Blending brush. I've got, let's talk die cuts first so I can get these out of the way. The Christmas pine cones and the seasonal labels, you guys. Those are the 2 sets that I'm using today. And you'll see that I already cut them up and pull, and we've done this lots of times. I've layered them up and I've cut them up, and then I have pine cones, and I'm going to show you how I put those together. But all of these die cut pieces and these labels here are both from these 2 die cut sets. And again, all the products that I'm using today, you guys, will be listed in the description below. Okay. So the stamp set that we're going to be using is the Christmas to Remember set. And this was a bundle, you guys. And it went with the Christmas pine cones. Yes, I've had it that long. And I love it. We will also be bringing in some of my favorite, the gingham paper. But that doesn't go very well, does it? So you're going to have to wait to see what we do with that. And then I have soft suede, which I'll be using with this. And real red ink. And then I have Stampin' Blends because I brought in these textural elements. I'm not sure if we're going to use those yet, but I brought them over just in case. Just in case. And I bet you're wondering what we're doing today, you guys. So this, I've done something like this a little bit before. If you catch any of my Wednesday night classes, the first Wednesday of every month, you guys, I do a It Started With class. And you're like, what the heck is that? So the first Wednesday of every month, I always do some sort of a 3D project over on my Facebook page. And this is what I found, you guys, and I think I got it at the Dollar General for $1. And this is cute as it is, but it's not what I would want to use it for. I love the concept of it. And the other thing that I like is, you guys, I'm trying to do something lightweight for my mom's door at the memory care unit. So I thought that this would be perfect. So we have some things to do, though, before we cover it. And yes, we're going to cover it. I'm not going to cover this side because of the staples and stuff in here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about tearing this off either. It's not worth it. But first off, before we get messy, too messy, first off, I want to show you how I have several of the pine cones here, and I did leave a few of them undone so that I could show you how I put them together, because there are some tips on how to put these pieces together, because you guys, they actually, if they're the right direction, they actually line up at the bottom. So we're going to take our silicone craft sheet again, like we did the day before yesterday. And I'm going to add, hopefully, a few little drops. I know. A few little drops of glue. And you don't need to go crazy. It's not going outside. And it's not going through a hurricane. So just a little bit of glue. And then what I do is it lines up at the bottom, you guys. So see how it fits? I'm not going to push it down, but see how the staggers line up? That's where you want this to go. And I know it's hard to see it with my hands in the way. There we go. See how it kind of lines up down here at the bottom? That's where I go off of. And the same thing for the little one. So long as, you guys, I was trying to put one together backwards. And I'm like, why is this not lining up? So make sure, obviously, that they're all the same, the right direction. Oh, you guys, the silly things in life. All right. And then a couple little dabs of glue. And now I use my silicone craft sheet only because if it oozes all over, I don't have to worry about it going crazy on my table. So, and then this one, I also lined it up at the bottom. There you go. See how that lines up down there? The little stagger part, that all lines up and makes it so easy to fix those. All right, so these we'll be using last. So we're gonna stick these. Oh, I already dropped one. This is why I always put my little pieces in a container. All right, so we're done with that. Now, I don't know how many of the greenery pieces we're going to be using, so we're going to put these to the side though, because if we need more, we have them. Now I have my dirty scrap piece, you guys, and I have my blending brush, and I have my soft suede. In the Gingham Cottage, you got, or yeah, right? Gingham Cottage? I'm almost positive. I always question myself because I want to tell you guys the correct thing. Yeah, Gingham Cottage. There's no brown. And you guys, get my love for all things crumb cake from my mother. So, natural elements. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the soft suede and my blending brush, and I'm customizing this the way I want. And I picked the gray because I figured that I want to say that's a smoky slate there. I figured the smoky slate would come across as a little bit of a darker brown. So I'm just going to keep blending this. And to me, that doesn't look, and there you can see the two colors. And I know in the camera it looks a lot lighter than in person. But you guys, that to me is more of a brown than what we had. So we're going to do all of this just like this. I've had this little sign, you guys, for quite some time, trying to figure out what to do with it. And I did a big one for It Started With sunflowers for fall. And I really liked it. I added some extra Dollar Tree metal sunflowers to it and just covered it with gingham paper. And you guys, it was awesome. It was part of my decorations. All right, so I love there's some darker sections here and some lighter sections, and I like that. So here's where we're going next. Next, we're going to be adding this. So this metal piece here, I took take your pick tool, and I stuck the pointy tip in underneath here, and I kind of lifted it up a little bit so that I could stick my DSP underneath it. And the way that it worked out, the way that I cut this, I want to make sure that it's up high enough, but not too high, because I want to cover down here too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over like this, and I'm going to take my pencil. I just had it right here. I'm going to take my pencil. And you guys, there is no right or wrong way that this is going to get done, because it's whatever you find at either your dollar store, your Dollar General, or online, or having your stash, or whatever. Oh shoot, that moved. Hang on a minute. We got to redo that. And we're going to take this out, and we're going to take our snips, and we're just going to round out our edges and be able to cover the spring theme for our winter theme. And I'm going to the outside of my scores or my marks. Because I want to make sure that it's big enough. I'd rather have it hang over a little bit than not be big enough. And you guys, this is one of the best ways, easiest ways to personalize something for someone is to cover with designer series paper. Just like that. And there we go. You guys, even that is amazing. Just like this. All right, so now though, I want to lift up my DSP, and I'm going to go along the edges here with my glue, and I want to make sure that it's down at the bottom, and I'm pushing inwards so that I don't want to have to worry about the glue oozing too much. And now I'm taking my bone folder. Oh, and see, we're getting a little bit of ooze over here. Just a little. Which is okay, because I'll take this piece of scrap here. I'll make sure that that's down, and then I'll just shave it off. Just like that, and I'll do the same thing with this little section right there. Easy peasy. And that's done. I have a little bit of paper towel over here, you guys. I'm just doing one more sweep off of that. All right, so there is our newly recovered jar. And I like the little bit of darker edges. Oh, and don't go too heavy, Jennifer, because you'll mess it up. See, I have fabric, you guys, that looks similar to this. Homespun, I think is what it's called. And it comes in red, green, and blue, I think I saw. So that's what this kind of reminds me of, is that homespun fabric. All right, so now the next step, we're going to stamp. And I'm using my red ink. And I chose the Love and Joy Come to You and May It Last the Whole Year Through, because I thought that maybe my mom could use this all winter, because it doesn't say Merry Christmas. And the evergreens are a little bit wintry. I do a lot of winter snowmen type of things in my house, and I leave it up all winter. All right, so this, my thought is that this is going to go in here, just like this. Both of those pieces will be up on dimensionals. I think this is going to be doubled. And I think that we're going to stick some of these greeneries like this. Oh, I would like to use all three. I think we can. We'll stick this one in here. And I know that those are pine cones technically, but I'm not worried about that because I got plenty of pine cones that I can add in here. Oh, there we go. For mailing purposes, you guys, because I'm going to be mailing this to my mom, I'm going to try to keep my pieces inside of the jar. And then this piece here, I'm going to chop this off right here, because I don't need all these pine cones because I have pine cones already cut. I am going to fix this greenery piece with a little bit of glue. I just had the glue. Oh my goodness. I know I didn't stick it in my coffee. I am losing my mind. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. You got, oh, I stuck it, you guys. I stuck it in with my pens. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. So I'm going to take this little piece, the skinny level, and I'm just going to do a little dab of glue, and I'm going to marry it with that. Another reason why you want a silicone craft sheet, because that makes quick work of doing this. And then this will look like that. Oh, I think that's perfect. So there's our piece. Now all we have to do is continue organizing it. And this I'm going to put up on dimensionals. I think I'm going to double up these dimensionals, you guys. It's a 3D project. It's okay to double up dimensionals. I love doubling and tripling dimensionals. It adds a lot to a 3D project. I know it uses a lot of dimensionals. However, I need to add that I have not, knock on wood, I have not had any issues with them coming apart. So these are doubled. And this is going on here. Remove this. This is going on here. That'll be like that. And then I want to glue these two bigger pieces where they're at. So I'm going to hold one part and glue the other. Same with this. I'm going to hold the sprig part and I'm gluing down the pine cone parts. So, and I'll show you in just one second. So I wanted to hold those in place because I liked where those were at. Apparently this needs to be glued together too. But I glued down these pine cone sections. We're not going to see those because they're going to be underneath our label. However, I do want to give these little sprigs here a little bit of stability. So I'm going to glue those. Just a little. There we go. And this one too. Just like that. There we go. All right, so we've got all that. Now we're going to put dimensionals on this. And I'm going to try to put the dimensionals, you guys, where the dimensionals are from this sentiment piece so that I have room to tuck. Tuck in the greenery, tuck in those berry pieces if I'm going to use those. Options are good. And this is not going to be outside, so I'm not worried about that either. So here's our love and joy. There we go. And there's the close-up of just the sentiment part. Now we have this piece, and I want to tuck this. Excuse me. I'm going to end up tucking this underneath this dimensional piece because I want it just like that. Will that fall out? Nope. But just to be safe, knocking stuff over, I'm going to do a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue on this piece. Just to make sure that they stay where I want them to stay. So there's where we're at so far. I do think that for sure we need pine cones, most definitely. And I think, good thing I have my soft suede dauber over here. We're going to pile these up a little bit. So I need mini dimensional. And you guys, this part is all about what is pleasing to you. And what I'm talking about is you arrange things the way that you like the way that they look. It doesn't have to be exactly the way that mine is. Oh, I need one more dimensional. Because this may not be pleasing to you. All right, so we're going to put that there. And then I'm going to put another pine cone down here underneath. And that's going to get a dimensional at the top, but some glue at the bottom. Just like that. And then we're going to tuck that in there. And I think those two there, I made extra just in case. I think that we're going to add these two down here. I think I like that. Okay. So, like I said, whatever makes you happy is how you need to arrange your pieces. And then I'm thinking, oh, there we go. We can do that. And then and still tuck that in here. And maybe have this one popping from underneath. Kind of like that. So we're going to color these wood pieces. And I think I'm liking that. You guys, I was going to do these with the Stampin' Blends, but I think we're going to use Wink of Stella. Alright, so let's get these on. Edge is going to get glued. And it's just going to get tucked here. This one's getting double dimensionaled. And if you don't press these down too hard, you guys, you can lift them up. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about with the Wink of Stella. So I'm going to take my dirty scrap piece again. Let's see if I can flip this. Is the inside any better? No. Let's see if I can get another piece. Hang on. That one's ready for the trash. You can't even see anything, right? Okay, so here we got our wood pieces. And I'm using my Crumb Cake Dark, and I'm going to make these branches. Crumb Cake Dark Stampin' Blends. But the berry part, I'm going to use Wink of Stella. Now, if it makes you happy, do both sides. You're not going to see both sides unless it falls off. But we're going to glue it up pretty good. So I'm not worried about it. If you want your sticks darker, you could use a different Stampin' Blend. I love these wood elements. They're so fun. And for these decor projects, you guys, and for like gift packaging, this kind of thing is so fun because you could make these pink if you wanted. I've seen pink pieces. You could do these in an orange for fall if you wanted. There is so many possibilities on what you could use these for. And I'm just darkening up a couple of those. All right, so there's that. Now, here's my red. You guys, I use the inside of my inkwell. If you want to, you can use your block instead. I don't mind a little bit of red or a little bit of Wink mixed in with my stuff. But these berries are going to be sparkly. I kind of like frosted berries. I like using frosted berries in my Christmas floral-y kind of arrangements. Same concept, in my opinion. And the nice part is, you guys, about using the Stampin' Blends is that it's already dry. I can hold down here and it's already ready to go. So we're painting the real red on with our Wink of Stella. Now, if you don't want it sparkly, then use your Stampin' Blend. It's your project, that's fine. Okay, so there's one. And I think we might end up going back over that, you guys, just one more time. I didn't think about the Wink of Stella right off. But why not? I knew I wanted red in case I wanted to bring in the red rhinestones, but I think that doing this with the Wink will do it. If you like a lot of sparkle though, go for it. And then just take your time, you guys. I don't want to go, and this is going to be silly, but I don't want to go outside the lines. I want to make sure that my berry colors are berries. I don't want my branches to be red. Oh, I got into big, heavy red on that. I love to color with my Wink of Stella, and I'll show you in just a second because I think you guys will be able to see it. Need some Christmas music, you guys. Okay, so I want to show this to you. See if you guys can see it. Yes. Oh, good. You can see that Wink of Stella on there. Doesn't that look great? Love it. A couple of these, though, need to be darkened up a little bit. Don't be afraid to go back over it. It'll only add a little bit more sparkle. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is going to make a big difference. Okay, so there's that one, and I think that one's good. So all you got to do, make sure that you get the red off of your Wink, is go ahead and just keep wiping until it comes clean. There we go. And then that's the berries. For these, doesn't take long for Wink of Stella to dry, you guys, either, but I'm going to be a little bit careful. For these, I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to put glue on them, just like that. There we go. And I'm going to tuck this one underneath there. I think that one needs to go there. And I do think the last one needs to go down at the bottom. Whoa. What is with this glue? You guys, brand new glue this week, and it's just going crazy. Okay. That's okay, because it's going to get tucked underneath here. Like this. And this, my friend Kim would say, this is where my floral design comes in. So there we go. I was going to do twine, you guys, but I don't think it needs it. I think that's really good. All right, you guys, so tell me, what do you guys think about today's project? I do think that maybe another little sprig down here. I can't help myself, you guys. So we're going to attach that to that. I just chopped it off of what was on that big pine cone. I'm thinking acorn's what we did the other day. And we're going to tuck this. Ooh, that's really stuck in there already, you guys. There we go. There. So just to kind of bring it together. All right, you guys, that is today's project. We have 2 pine cones left, but I think actually we only have 4 pine cones on here. We need 1 more. Yeah. 1 more. There we go. I'm going to add it right there. Because things are better in odds, you guys, and I know that. Oh, dang it. There we go. better. I know that one's kind of hidden by our wood. Oh, you guys, I thought that was... Oh, goodness. I'm glad you guys caught that. This one was kind of blocked by this other pine cone, by the berry piece. There we go. Gotta hold that on. Give that a second to dry so that you guys can see it finally done. There we go. Now it's done. All right, you guys. Tell me what you would like to see on something like this. I like our little wintry scene. I'll give you guys close up. There we go. Close-ups. And then we've got our metal up top. It's already got a hanger on it. It's ready to go. Now I can mail this to Mom. All right, you guys. Any questions about what you see here today? Any questions? I'm pulling up my necklace because it fell. Any questions about anything that you saw here today? Let me know. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, you guys. Do not be afraid to try these things. If you see something at a resale shop, I've done that before too, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, wherever, make it yours, you guys. Make it yours. All right. I hope you have a great day getting crafty. You guys, I look forward. We got 2 more days. 2 more days left. And I've got big plans on these last 2 days, you guys. And I mean like big plans on these last 2. So I hope that you guys are up for the adventure and the shenanigans, of course.